What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing a World of Tanks video, and today I'm showcasing footage of me in my Comet Tier 7 British medium. And yes, you are correct, I am stretching myself all over the place with all these tanks. Fully understand that, fully appreciate that, spending way too much money, but I am devoting my silver to tanks that I want to keep, basically. I think is the best way of saying it. You know, for me, hopefully the Comet will be a keeper, even though this first game was a fantastic game. This is my very first game in the Comet. It did feel like a nerfed Cromwell. You know, the speed wasn't there, the mobility wasn't there, the traverse wasn't there. You know, when you compare it to the Cromwell, so it was ever so slightly a bit of a letdown, this tank. But that's because I was comparing it to the Cromwell. You know, a Comet is a tank on its own kind of thing, so I need to discover that. I need to take advantage of the positives, you know, hide the negatives and all of that good stuff, and I'll be golden. A lot of other YouTubers name this tank as, you know, one of their most favorite tanks. Quickie Baby does, I think, you know. And so I need to really discover the tank. And I had a great first game. I had a fantastic first game in this tank. And the other tank that I unlocked, which I was working on, was the Churchill I Tier 5 British Heavy, and I have to say that I had a absolutely dreadful, miserable time in that tank. And that was not down to the tank at all in any way, shape or form. I did my homework, I checked out some reviews, and I did my research on how to play the thing. But unfortunately, for the first 10-20 games or whatever it was, I was ranked top tier. And a lot of people would say, you know, this is a fantastic thing. It would be if I was in a fast, quick tank, you know, like a medium or a scout or something like that. But because I was in a slow, lumbering beast, all the inadequacies of my teammates and of the enemy's team kind of shone through, and I had some really bad games. If there were any kind of situations going on the other side of the map, I could not get there in time due to the speed of my tank. And there were so many facepalm moments in those games. I remember I died once and I was watching the game, and it was literally two enemies were capping the base, and there was a French Tier 5 Heavy, I think it was, sitting there just meters away from the base, and he could have moved in, lit up the bad guys, fired some HE, reset the cap, but no, he just sat there full health doing absolutely nothing. Encounter on the lower tiers, you get an encounter on Comet I, and the base is located on the island in the middle of the map, so you have to take the base in order to win the game. And I think I played this game mode 2-3 times in my Churchill I, and every single time I was on that island trying to take that base while everybody was in the back just sniping away in their heavies and their mediums, as if it was, you know, standard battle. And it was unbearable. It truly was. I ended up selling the thing, and I'm not sure what I'll do with that line. Possibly I might simply free XP to the next tank, but it was truly unbearable. The games were atrocious. They were simply atrocious, and I just thought it was so unfair that I was subjected to this such a low level of skill, talent. You know, I just thought it was so unfair. It was World of Tanks on another level, on just a base, as if you were playing Tier 1, Tier 2 games. It was, I don't know what it was, but and I did check out the stats of a few players that played with me, and they were just god awful. They were terrible. Very low amount of games played, and I'm not sure if it's all the tanks, Xbox One, the arrival, that's spawning this like new generation of players incoming into all the tanks, and we're having a flood of, you know, noobs arriving. I haven't got a clue what it was, but I've never seen anything like it. It was truly atrocious, and I decided then and there, you know, if I'm going to think twice about playing in any kind of like slow tanks at the lower tiers, because you're so dependent on your team, you know, for them to do well on that flank over there, because you cannot reach that flank over there. And yeah, a lot of people criticizing me for using free XP, but I think there's a difference between using free XP simply to reach tier 10, which people are perfectly entitled to do, compared to what I do, which is bypass certain tanks that I simply have no interest in playing, and if I played them I wouldn't be any good in them. But Churchill 1 for instance, I most definitely, you know, I wanted to play in that tank, but nah, I said to myself, this is not worth it. This pain, this heartache, this misery, 100% is simply not worth it. And some people will call it bad days, you know, a bad spell, a losing streak. I don't think it was. I truly don't think it was, because I was playing in that tank for quite a few hours, and no thank you, no thank you. I should not be subjected to that level of foolishness. For, you know, it's a game, I love playing it and all that good stuff. So anyhow, and also, you know, as far as using free XP is concerned, if you look at like M103, I'm grinding that thing all the way. You know, T95, I'm grinding that thing all the way. Bottom line is, if I use free XP to move up to the next tank, you know, I could have done something. I could have grinded and it would have cost me 0, compared to paying money just so I don't have to play some games. Well, M103 I'm keeping, so, you know, T95 I'm keeping, so I might as well play in the things, in those tanks, and keep on trucking until I reach the tier 10 tanks. So no free XP will be used there, for instance. But anyhow, Comet, nice little tank. I'm hoping to say in the future that it's a fantastic, amazing tank. We shall see. I keep on comparing it to Cromwell. I know I shouldn't, but it's a very neat little tank, and I'm going to put it to good use and reevaluate, you know, how I play it and everything, because I don't think I've yet to get the best out of the tank. So anyhow, take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.